Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You guys, last time was pretty bizarre. I know I say that a lot on this show, as I should, I guess, because it fits. However, last time was really... it was just so darn good. I don't know why, like... This one just in particular stands out because I love comics and I love manga and everything. So like that's probably why. But it just really stands out to me as being like especially interesting and clever. So yeah, I will briefly get into any lingering thoughts I had in the episode. As you can tell, it's been about 5 minutes for me. So I'm probably not going to have a whole lot more to add, but I will try and I'll make it brief. So before I do that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I really hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. It helps me out an awful lot and it helps my channel. So thank you in advance for that. I'm really like I'm not liking what's, any harm that's going on. However, the way that this is set up, the actual character, like, I don't know why, but like Rohan just stands out to me so much. I just love his design, and I don't know, I'm just really, the whole story is like really working for me right now. And it's such a horrific yet really clever idea that you could read people's stories and even like tear them out for reference later on. And I don't know, there's just something really interesting about it. Of all the stands you could have, like of all the different powers you could have, and it is true that like your stand is going to reflect you as a person, so it kind of makes sense that like if you were already a mangaka and you had those insecurities about, kind of being able to stay at a level where people are gonna want to keep up with your work, that makes sense that you would end up getting something like that. I really want to see how it's going to play out. I would love to see more like how this is going to stand up in a battle too. Like, I think it would be really interesting to try to like get around this in a battle. Because really, when you think about it, the idea that you can write things into people's selves, that's pretty terrifying. And he doesn't really want to use it for any terrifying purposes, which is good. But like, it's still a pretty horrifying power. You could do a lot of awful stuff with that. In a way, it's good that he really literally just doesn't really care about anything except for just getting his story. Because it could be way worse, I guess. But I did have a thought while the camera was off that like, if he thinks that Koichi's story is interesting, God help us if he got his hands on like people who had been through other parts of this series, like Jojo and Joseph. Like, oh my Lord, that would just be so awful, because they're just like full of good stories. And he's basically gonna write JoJo's Bizarre Adventure now. That it's so meta. It's so meta, and I gotta imagine this was really meta for the author too. To be like telling a story like this. Oh guys, I'm having a lot of fun with it, which is a weird thing to say when you just saw a young boy's face partially get torn off. It's a weird thing to say, but context. I am having a good time with it. So without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we jump right into the next episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Let's do this. I think Koichi's gonna put it together that there's no way this can be natural. Wow. He's going right to ink. That's pretty amazing. Is that part of the stand, or is that like him just being... No, that's gotta be the stand. Whoa! He just like, it just hit the page like bullets and was, whoa! He's been a big inspiration, I guess you could say. 19 pages in one night seems like it would be very much impossible. Koichi's so confused right now. Oh! Can we put the page back? Oh, so he knows it's gonna like, eventually kill him. Yikes. So once it's open again, you can... They're just observant. They can tell when something's wrong with their friend. And he's gone. Good idea. Oh! Josuke, can you get your... Oh, he can't tell them. But could you at least get your stand out there so that... Open the door! And he's gonna be like totally back to normal because he's not supposed to tell them. He's not too into... Yeah, what you wanted to say was help me. My face just got torn open. You just want to make sure. Yeah, no kidding. So he can't remember until he's opened up. But he's got it written inside him that like... Oh my lord, this is so frustrating! Oh, anyway, okay, now it's, I mean, no pun intended, but now it's just comical. What if you had Echoes, like, smack something onto it? What? Did something he saved? Oh! Something tipped them off! Okuyasu to the rescue! Oh. Ooh, did he do that on purpose so that they would know? He knows everything. Ah! Ooh, it's not fun being read like a book like that. He can't. Oh! He can't tell him not to look. If he looks, he might be compatible. No! Don't look! Oh, dang it! Whoa! He's in there too. Oh! Good thinking. But yeah, he was getting info. Josuke definitely has the strategic ability to take him on. He's putting together a plan. he's gonna stick around until they're all safe. He knows them all so well. You have to know like every single route that somebody would take. He might get help, but even though like he's not ready yet to see her again. Oh. What did he? What? Oh no! Crap! What did he write? Oh! You could literally write anything you wanted. That's what I was saying. Oh, shoot. What do we do now? But it's written on you now. Ah! Ah! He's not invincible. He's definitely not invincible. Ooh! Alright. Oh, he just had to prove a point. He just had to prove a point. He did, yeah. He didn't give him a choice. Yeah, if you can't see it, then you can't. He's still got his eyes closed. He's such a boss. He's processing. He's gonna use info against him. No! Oh, crap! Come on, Josuke, you could do it! Ah! Oh, dang it, Josuke. He's... But now he's... Okay, now you've gone too far. Saying it doesn't look good is one thing. Saying it's a bird's nest? He touched the hair! Do not touch the hair. Crap. What? How? Oh, yes! Oh, you just don't mess with the hair, you guys. You just don't mess with it. Or maybe he was just in so much rage. Like he just turns into like a complete animal over his hair. He couldn't even like register what was in front of him. He was so angry. He was in such a rage. Right. What is it? Okay, we're going to make some inferences. Oh. Oh! This was during... Okay. Oh. Oh, poor baby. Yep, that's why. It's so crazy to see them all back then. Wow. She couldn't even get him. Oh. She's doing her best. Oh. What? Huh? What? Was that him? Does he go back in time or something? Oh, tell me he like... Okay. Oh, that's crazy. Was it just a stranger who happened to have that hairstyle? That'd be pretty nuts. I don't know. He even had the same jacket and pins and everything. Guys, what? He was pretty indirectly responsible. Oh. Oh. Wow. Yeah. That's like a core memory. Oh. He holds that in like the highest esteem. Wow. Oh. He was moved. He was moved. Oh, he's like all jacked up. And he's like, I'm so lucky. I mean, yeah, it's dedication, I guess. Oh, oh no! Josuke, wait! I think he's learned his lesson. Yeah, he's gonna follow through on it. You know what? The touching of the hair. The touching of the hair was what? Wow. Notice if I hate this. Oh, sorry. Wow, you guys, that was such a good episode. God, I want to get so carried away with that explanation. And I have a feeling there's like nothing that deep to it. It was literally just someone with that hairstyle. But the fact that it, like, why did the person even have his jacket? It's probably just Koichi just like inferring things. But so help me if we're going to get, and why was the person all beat up too? So that person was all beat up, wearing the same jacket. It's gotta just be like something that Koichi inferred, right? Like, I'm reading way too much into it to think that he's actually going to go back in time and like save himself. I feel like I'm reaching. To be honest, and before I talk about the rest of the episode, I'll just put this out there. To be honest, I kind of have been feeling that like the stakes will be a lot lower this season. I'm a little scared to go with that feeling because I feel like that would be a perfect time for them to like bring out something terrible happening. But like seeing that and seeing him all bloodied up and helping to like literally save his own life. The first thing I think, and this is just my imagination getting away, I'm not a writer in any way, shape, or form, but I do have a big imagination that gets away with me sometimes. The first thing on my mind was like, that's gonna be like Josuke's last, like something's gonna happen and he's gonna be in some kind of like losing battle. And he's going to like somehow through somebody's stand that we don't know about yet, like go back in time to make sure that at least he lives to a point to like something important that he has to do during that fight. And then he's going to like go off and die. I know. I'm so scared now. Why did I have to put that thought in my head? Like in general, I have been feeling like the last several episodes, like this season, that like, I feel like I can finally breathe a little bit. I feel like we're not going to kill off main characters. Like, I feel like there will be deaths, and they're probably going to be like Jojo Bros, and they're going to be awful, but I feel like the Jonathan thing was not something that we're going to do every time or maybe ever again. And I'm almost afraid to say that out loud. But quite honestly, the first thing I thought when I saw that, I'm probably just getting so carried away over nothing, you guys. It's literally just Koichi. He even said he was filling in blanks himself. So he probably just made the person in his memory like look like Josuke for whatever. But like that's the first thing I think of is that like he's in some kind of horrible losing battle and he goes back in time to make sure that he at least, like he knows now, he knows that it was him and he knows that he has to go back before he dies to do it. And I'm not gonna fret over that, guys. I spent a lot of time worrying a lot over the series. Like, the sleep that I have lost over various plot threads of this series, I will never get it back. I will never get back the years of life that it has taken away from me. Like, the years it has taken off of my life, I will never get those back. I'm not about to add more. I'm just gonna wait and see. However, getting back to the episode itself, I mean, the whole time I was thinking, like, good thing Rohan just really only cares about the book and he's not going to try to use this to, like, really do anything. But I feel like he's gotten a little too focused on his story to the point where, I mean, he said, like, reality and manga are just kind of, like, all the same thing. So to him, it's all just, like, no pun intended, blurred lines. And I think that he's gotten so carried away with, like, having more and more and more and more fodder for his story that, like, he's lost sight of the fact that you don't just end people's lives or, like, hurt people in order to have a good story. So, I'm not getting the vibe that, like, he's specifically a villain. But then again, there are a couple of people we've had this season that, like, I'm not getting, like, total villain vibe off of. Just that, like, they got really carried away. Like, Yukako, Hazamada definitely is not a good person at all. Like, but you know what I mean? Like, maybe maybe the stands just brought out, like, the worst in them, you know? So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from Rohan right now. But that was crazy. So that's why he's so sensitive about his hair. Because that hair to him means it's a lot more than hair. It's the epitome of just like somebody making a sacrifice to help somebody else who really needs it. Wow. That's pretty deep, actually. I did not think that the hair was going to get a deep explanation. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I love the little nod to Stardust Crusaders. It was fun to see everyone. Oh. It feels like it was so long ago now. Yet it really wasn't. Like, it doesn't feel like it was really long ago, doesn't it? Okay, so assuming that Josuke is going to stop Hulk smashing soon, hopefully. I'm still, like, really curious about where we're going with this season, because we still don't... There was somebody at the end of the theme. Did you notice that there was, like, somebody ominous at the end of the theme? So we still have that. But, like, we don't even have, like, a big bad right now, you know? We don't have, like, a... Are we just gonna kind of, like, have interactions with these various stand users for, like, is that... Because if that starts the season, I'm down for that. I think it's fun. It's clever. Like, I'm not going to object to that. I'm just saying it's a long time. Like, this was episode 15, and it goes up to 39. So, like, that's a long time to just do that. I have a feeling there will be, like, another big bad villain. All right. I'm just going to try not to get upset. I feel like I'm just getting carried away. You know what I mean? Like, don't you kind of feel like this is me just... You know how I am. Like, you guys who have watched other stuff with me, you know how I can get. You know, I get a little, like red string theory sometimes. I'm sure it was just nothing. We're just going to have a silly, happy, fun, good time the rest of the season. Like, there. I I'm rewriting. I'm rewriting. All right, guys, that was so good. God, I loved those episodes. I really, really enjoyed them. I can't even exactly describe to you why they just were especially so fun for me. Like I said, I think it's just because I love manga so much. Oh, that's my tummy. All right, my tummy's telling me to wrap it up. My tummy's saying all of this stress and fun stress has made you hungry. Great episode, great arc. I literally cannot wait. Like, the second the camera goes off after my Jojo reactions, like, I just plummet back down there like, oh my God, no, we have to wait 7 days. Except this week I'm in a weird place in my schedule, so I'm doubling up, so it won't be 7 days, so thank God, but I still have to wait. So I get that like wonderful high of like, yes, it's Jojo Day. And then like immediately like, oh, now I have to wait. So yeah, I cannot wait for next time. Speaking of next time, please don't make me endure any of this bizarre, amazing, but bizarre stuff by myself. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.